college for. That look so good, I didn't learn something. I know one was on that while you was a drop. Brother, hey, and sitting on his mama couch. I just passed him.
Starting at small forward, at 6'6", number 2, Kawhi Leonard.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. Along with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their rotation.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be tough, but they've got to hold strong.
All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. They've got Devin Booker, and it's Stoudemire in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Los Angeles, Powell and Leonard, the veterans set on the wings. Blake Griffin out there with Ivica Zubac, and it's Harden in at the point guard position. Grant, hard to believe that NBA games are back. Preseason pontification is over.
BA, you're spot on. No more guessing, no more wondering. The games count now. A lot of optimism could be about to vanish in these first handful of games. Got to check it out.
And stolen by Durant. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
You love the efficiency of that play. Kevin Durant on the interior. Yes, sir.
Powell outside. Here's Leonard. And he hits the jump shot.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Here's Stoudemire. 10 points in his last outing. Shot clock at 6. Durant against Leonard. And again, it's Kevin Durant. Durant's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Well, this is exactly how you want to attack the defense. Kevin Durant accepting the punishment, but refuses to be denied.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Grant, is it fair to call Kevin Durant one of the most unique players we've ever seen?
Without a doubt, BA, most definitely. The blend of size and perimeter skill, unprecedented. KD able to rise up and score over most any defender.
Doris, when you watch Kawhi play, what stands out is his ability to stay on balance at all times.
BA, when you consider the type of injury and the number of injuries he has sustained to those knees, it is incredible the high level this man plays at. On balance for sure, but a guy who can score big buckets in big moments and carry an offense. Truly incredible.
And he knocks down the first one. From going to the finals in 2021 to missing the playoffs last season, Grant, things have not gone according to plan for the Suns.
Well, you know, BA, they followed that trip to the finals with a 64-win season. But then they went all in on the big three of Booker, Durant, and Beal. And that just didn't yield the results they'd hoped for.
And Leonard drops them both. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Thanks, guys. Well, one thing we're seeing with both teams in Los Angeles, managing the contract lengths of their aging veterans with an eye toward free agency in the next few summers. With Paul George leaving the Clippers, and for the Lakers, LeBron James perhaps eyeing the door here, not everyone is happy with the approach, but they're sticking to it for now.
Taking that long view approach. All right, Chums, thank you very much for that report.
Vintage Blake Griffin finished at the cup, one of the best dunkers in NBA history, big time.
Thanks to AT&T for that fantastic look from their connected cam. The Suns have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Stolen by Harden. Now Los Angeles moving it up. And he lays it in off the breakaway.
They immediately found their offensive rhythm, hitting 3 straight shots to start the game.
And so it's Durant who brings up the ball for Phoenix. 4-point game. This game against Los Angeles here. Their first look at the Clippers. Puts one up from 19. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. defeated by Utah in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
It's always hard to get a win on the road, especially when you show zero energy on the defensive end.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Here's Marion. Back to Booker. Just 5 to shoot. Lays it up and banks it in.
I love that Devin Booker isn't afraid to mix things up on the offensive end, trying to score inside, and does just that.
And so it's Harden with it. He brings it up for the Clippers. And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And in the big market of Los Angeles, with a sparkling new arena, Grant, the Clippers are confident they'll be able to attract star talent.
Well, the expectation is they'll continue to compete with Harden and Kawhi. And then in a few years, perhaps time to make some big moves.
Checked in for the Suns. Allen comes in for Booker. Now, since we have this break, here are the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. The fourth spot held by Los Angeles.
And whenever you turn the ball over against them, they pushed it right back at you. Last year, they were just merciless at exploiting teams whenever they made mistakes against them.
There's a minute 47 left in the first quarter here. To the paint, and stolen by Durant. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, guys. The Clippers last season inaugurating the Intuit Dome after for years sharing an arena with the Lakers. Kawhi Leonard said it helps having a home base for you rather than being a roommate. Coach Tyronn Lue said it feels so good to have a place to call your own and just call home. Guys, back to you.
And looking to protect it. All right, thank you, Allie. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
The free throw drops from Zubac. And Doris, you look at Ivica Zubac. His game is elevated to a point where he's near the top of opposing scouting reports.
What's fascinating to me, BA, is there were a couple years where we were saying traditional fives are no longer part of the game. Not true. Zubac is a throwback. Plays to his strengths, playing in the paint, rebounding the basketball, and affecting the game with that 7-foot frame.
In transition, here come the Suns. And Allen gets it to go.
That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Here's Leonard. After the basket by Phoenix on the other end. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. This game coming after the loss versus the Kings.
They hit a couple big shots, but overall, there was a lack of consistency. Just not their night at the offensive end.
You know what? There was a lot of standing around in that basketball game. Failing to move bodies and failing to move the basketball is a bad formula.
Pass to Redick. Here's Leonard. Griffin, left side. He got it up, and that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's Los Angeles leading by a point. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. What do you guys think about Los Angeles here in this one?
Well, they came out with a physical presence and made rebounding a priority.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. Booker is the 2 with Allen playing small forward. Then it's Mason Plumlee, and it's Gugliotta in at the power forward position. Here's Redick. He's scoreless. In this league, you've got to have moves and counter moves. Grant, your toolkit was pretty complete coming in.
Well, you know, I tried to keep adding to it. It's like baseball. If they're struggling to hit your heater, that changeup will work even better.
Yeah, one of his many attributes, guys. Booker is hard to stay with when he's pulling up off the dribble.
Jones sets a screen. Inside. It's deflected. It's Booker on the wing, marked by Redick. Ooh, some contact there. No issue for Booker, though.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
Lots to talk about here, guys. I mean, losing momentum and looking for answers.
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
The Clippers making a switch here. Powell's checked in. The 2K leaderboard highlighting last season's assist leaders. 5th best, James Harden.
Not a lot of guys had better vision on the floor than him. He was able to see passing lanes and ready shooters no one else could.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. Pass to Redick. Outside Harden. It's tipped. Stolen by Booker. Allen with it. Picked up by Simmons. Here's Marbury. Back to Allen. From deep. Perfect night so far. 2 for 2. And breaking down some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Suns.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
Pass to Jones. Powell against Allen. Powell passes to Simmons. 6 to shoot. Now Jones. Will it go? Rebounded by Marion.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
Here's Booker. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Redick outside. Pass to Harden. Lets it fly. That's good on the jumper. Harden's got his second basket on the night.
You know that James Harden, as prolific as he is always going to find a way to get his shot off.
Well, Grant, you look at James Harden's capacity to generate offense. He is still at an elite level.
Yeah, a virtuoso with the rock. Even as he slows down, his ability to change pace keeps defenders off balance and creates for himself and others. It's just a thing tomorrow play.
You got it down. But everyone wants. Keep on dancing. Let's see it.
So for the Clippers, Green comes in for Ben Simmons, and Leonard subbed in for Harden. Pass to Durant. Some nice ball movement by Phoenix. Allen against Powell. 5 on the clock. Allen inside, and the layup falls. Allen's got 7 points.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
Clippers trail by 8. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, Kevin Durant, as effortless as a scorer as this league has ever seen. He said, I'm not really flashy with how I play anymore. I just try to look for the best shot and be simple and easy with my game. Fly under the radar a bit. After every shot, I just run down the court and get back on defense. Brian, back over to you.
All right, thank you, Allie. Now here's Plumlee. Here's Nash. Still without a bucket. And that one's good. And now it's a 10-point Suns lead.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
And we've got 1:18 left to play in the half. Powell outside. Jones from outside. Oh, he can't sink it. He's 0 for 3.
That's how you stay connected to a shooter. Was right in his jersey.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts. Chance at a 3-point opportunity here. 1 free throw coming up. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Some changes for Los Angeles. Ivica Zubac checked in for Jones. And it's Harden in for Redick.
One of the best things about Kevin Durant is he simply locks in on exactly what's in front of him at the moment. If that means working at practice, that's what he does. If that's competing at a high level in the game, that's what he does.
Leonard finds Zubac. Shot to stop the run. Sinks that one from the post. He's got 5.
Well, great possession there. Anytime you end up at the rim with a high percentage look, perfect.
Here's Nash. Pass to Booker. 30 seconds left in the first half. Oh, Booker's shot goes despite the contact.
Well, guys love to score, but the differentiator is, can you do it at an efficient clip? And right now, that's what's happening.
Leonard's shot's good.
Now, this is a guy who wants to score, so don't let him catch a rhythm.
Now here's Booker. Shoots over Powell. Misses the step-back jumper. And so it's Phoenix ending the quarter up 10. Getting lots of great looks. Shooting it well. That's why they're up. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out.
And taking a look at Phoenix, they didn't come out the gates the way they hoped. Took the L, but they don't think that represents who they are.
Well, it might be just a matter of shaking off that rust, Shaq, and I think the second game will give us some insight.
Changing focus now to the tough first half for the Clippers.
If they think they'll win with this kind of defense, they're tripping. When you give up that many good shots, it fuels your opponent's fire.
They're like gasoline on a flame, I'd say. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Nice game. Great performance by Devin Booker.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
And Phoenix has possession. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Next up, they'll face the Nuggets in Denver. That'll be their second of 3 games total on this road trip. Harden and Powell, their backcourt. Kawhi Leonard out there with Griffin, and it's Zubats in at the center position. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue.
That's about as good a job you can do as a defender. Affect the shot and grab and secure the rebound.
Here's Nash. Right side Durant. There's the drive. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to go on Kawhi Leonard.
You have to respect Kevin Durant's ability to pick up fouls, and I love seeing him drive with authority.
First free throw is good.
What we know about Kevin Durant is this is a seasoned veteran who is so comfortable in his own skin. For Kevin Durant, it's about the purity of the game and the competition.
He's off on the second. Clippers trail by 11. Powell, left side. Griffin on the wing. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Third straight miss to start the half. Ouch.
Here's Nash. Oh, Leonard with the block.
Wow, the Kawhi claw comes out to put a stop on that attack.
Zubats off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits.
Things have been a little bumpy coming into the second half. 5 straight misses.
Count it.
And there's some nice chemistry on offense. They're just taking what the defense allows.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
If you're this true fan, come on, get out of your seats and make some
And checking the 2K leaderboard. These teams led the league in three-point percentage last year. In third, Phoenix.
Their three-point accuracy last year was exceptional, largely because of their patience. They would wait for the best look before pulling the trigger.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Leonard outside. Shot clock at 5. Goes up on the wing, and it's Phoenix with a rebound. Marion's got 5 rebounds in the game. Durant taking it in close.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
So it's Los Angeles now. Now Harden. Nothing yet for him here in the third quarter. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Over to the left wing. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Stoudemire, the pass to Booker. Clock at 6. Here's Durant. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
To end the cold spell. Kawhi finishes inside. So good at the rim.
Once Kawhi Leonard gets to the interior, this guy's so tough to keep from scoring.
And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Redick, he's checked in for the Clippers. Allen, he's checked in for Phoenix. Phoenix leading by 13. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Durant against Griffin.
2 minutes running.
Oh, great D that time from Griffin. And it's Leonard with the ball for Los Angeles. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Outside for Redick. Griffin outside. 6 on the shot clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot. Oh, it's stolen. And here's the fast break. And he lobs it up top. Throw it down on the lob.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points while the other guys struggle to keep up.
Here's Harden. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. There's the steal. In transition, here come the Suns. Here's Nash. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup. Nash has got 5.
How about the vision from Devin Booker? Yes, he can score it, but that's a pretty pass.
And the Clippers have possession. They trail by 18. Harden with it. The 3 is up. Kevin Durant with a rebound. Here's Nash. Pass to Booker. Here's Nash. 46 seconds left in the third quarter.
James Harden, when he's locked in and focused, can be an excellent defensive player. But Weiss on the pipes on that one.
Leonard passes to Harden. Out to Leonard. Lots of room. And it's Devin Booker with a rebound.
Been a tough stretch for this guy right now, looking a little out of sorts.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Stolen by Redick. Just 3 on the clock. And it's Harden laying it in. 6 points for him.
Listen, he's carrying his own weight, there's no doubt, but it is very hard to win a basketball game by yourself.
And so it's Phoenix in control with a 16-point advantage heading into the break. They've been fantastic pushing the ball. Fast break points a key to this lead. Back after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. And so in the game for the Suns, Allen and KD are the forwards, and it's Richardson in at the 2-guard spot. 6 to shoot. Here's Leonard. Durant pulls it in. Phoenix leading by 16. Allen, the pass to Richardson. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Phoenix?
Just a great job running the floor in transition. Now, he realized they were tiring out the defense early, and they took full advantage.
I think one of the things that also strikes me is their activity forcing turnovers, coming up with steals. It has really shaped the tenor of this game.
The first free throw is good. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Clippers trail by 17.
Phoenix foul. Sean Miller. First personal foul. First team foul.
Allen against Leonard. Shoots over Allen.
It's weird. Coming out of the break, he seems like he's lost his touch.
To the middle. Here's Durant. No, stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity in a three-point play. It's on Derrick Jones.
At the line for the Suns.
Mind the lane. Mind the lane.
At the foul line for one.
One shot.
Grant, you look at some of the rule changes in recent years. Does it seem to you like coaches' challenges are here to stay?
You know, B.A., it does. And I think that's a good thing. You know, I can think of a few calls I would have liked to challenge in my day. So it's a nice option to have.
This guy has such a nose for the basket. Kawhi Leonard not afraid to let it fly on the catch.
Here's Marbury, marked by Redick. Shot's good by Marbury. And the Suns lead by 20.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
And timeout called by Ty Lue. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle.
All right, fans, time to get loud. Get yourself a free t-shirt.
Clippers. Zubac, he's checked in for Ben Simmons. Griffin comes in for Jones. And it's Harden in for Redick. And the Suns making a change here. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Griffin on the wing. Grant, you're involved with helping the NBA grow the game globally. How important are those initiatives?
You know, BA, it's very important to watch how the game has grown over the last 30 years that I've been connected with the NBA is quite staggering, but there's more work to be done. So every initiative, every appearance, every camp, every game is so vitally important as we continue to spread the game of basketball all over the world.
Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle.
It is so difficult not to bite on the up fake of Devin Booker. He's that good a shooter, boy. I don't blame you, defense. That's tempting.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he drops the first.
Boy, as fantastic as Devin Booker's offensive arsenal is, to me, the best part, his competitive edge and toughness, it sets him apart nightly.
Both free throws good from Booker.
Yeah, they've really made a concerted effort to get to the line here in the second half.
Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Leonard inside. Durant's there. Shot by Leonard, no good. Phoenix leading by 22. Pass to Booker. They set the pick. Down low. Here's Stoudemire. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
When you can get off the floor like that, that wipes away any height advantage.
Now here's Powell. Harden, the pass to Powell. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Just 5 on the clock. Three-pointer, Harden. The Suns clear it. And here's Durant. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Pass to Marion. Again, Phoenix, good for 2.
Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
Now here's Griffin. They need this. And stolen by Durant.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says, and a great win for the Suns.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with the win in the first game.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Kevin Durant.
Well, I think his contribution clearly came at the defensive end, right? He came up with a bunch of huge steals. He was a menace all night long.
So it's Los Angeles now, after the basket by Phoenix on the other end. Leonard for 3. And Booker pulls it down.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
Here's Nash. Back to Booker. Shoots over Powell. Booker can't get it to go. Now here's Harden. So no problem for Phoenix as they get the win. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
All right, to Allie LaForce with our player of the game.
Kevin, this was a huge statement win for this team. How satisfying is it for you?
It was fun. It was fun. We came out and played hard. Guys played together, and this was all that I expected, man. I'm glad that we was able to get the win tonight. We're looking forward to the next game.
Thanks so much, Kevin. Guys.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. And let's reveal our player of the game, Kevin Durant.